So, earlier this week, together with the mass ranks of the UK construction press, I paid a visit to the JCB World Headquarters. Now, I've been going there for the best part of about 30 years, and regardless, I still look forward to it. Partly because they always make the pampered press feel pretty welcome when we go there, but more than that, whenever we cover anything that JCB has made, we get a spike in traffic, be it on YouTube, on diggersanddozers, demolitionnews.com, wherever we do it. JCB stuff is very, very popular. But there is another phenomenon that comes about whenever we cover JCB, and it's something that goes along with the internet age. As soon as we post anything related to a new product that JCB has developed, we get comments along the lines of, does that new product come with a bag of spanners because you're going to need it because JCB equipment is very unreliable? Why haven't JCB fixed the products that they're already making before they've worried about innovating something new? And my personal favourite is, have JCB ever actually been on a muddy site? So let's take those points one at a time. First of all, I've never seen, in 30 years of journalism, I've never seen any documentary proof that JCB equipment is any less reliable than that from Komatsu, Caterpillar, Volvo, Liebherr. If anybody's got that information, documentary proof that JCB equipment is unreliable or breaks down more than anybody else's, please send it to me. As a journalist, I thrive on news. So if you've actually got that proof, I'd love to run it. I've been looking for it for 30 years and nobody's provided it yet. But if you've got it, then please fire it over. The second question that I get in the comments pages is, why don't they fix what they already have first before they innovate? Well, that's not really, that goes back to the previous question. If there's no documentary proof that their equipment is unreliable, why would they bother fixing it? Mechanical equipment, particularly in an application like construction or mining or quarrying, is going to take its knocks. It's going to take some abuse from operators. So yeah, you're going to get breakdowns, but I honestly don't believe you get any more breakdowns with JCB than you do with any other leading brand. In terms of why don't they fix that first before they innovate, innovation is what drives a company like JCB. JCB invented the backhoe loader, which for years has been the mainstay of the UK plant hire industry. It's made the company famous. The name JCB is synonymous with a backhoe loader. It's arguable whether they actually invented the telescopic handler, but they were certainly there at the ground floor and have pioneered it ever since. And you look at machines like the Hydrodig last year, the Teleskid earlier this year, and now the new site dumper, the high-vis site dumper. These are genuine innovations, and they're innovations not necessarily born of a desire to make money, although obviously that's the business that JCB are in, but it's predominantly to make things better. Taking for example the Hydrodig, the UK construction industry has had wheeled excavators for years, but they've never really caught on in the way that they would have done, or they have done in other parts of Europe, Northern Europe, and in Scandinavia. The Hydrodig has the potential to change all that. The one that probably blows my mind even more is the new high-vis dumper. Dumpers have been the workhorses of the UK construction industry for longer than I've been around, certainly 50, probably 60 years. And ever since somebody had the bright idea of taking them up to 6, 7, 8, 9 tons in weight, or in payload, that they have had issues with danger and with safety. When you're putting 9 and 10 tons of load in front of an operator, an exposed operator at that, it makes visibility difficult. They're not particularly stable machines, and it's taken a company like JCB to come along and turn that on its head. And JCB is not even a site dumper manufacturer. What they've done, they've looked at the market, they've looked at what's available, and they've made it better. So in answer to that question, why don't they fix what they've already got? Be thankful. They don't have to fix what they've already got. We've already proved that. And the fact that they are trying to make the industry safer, surely they deserve applause for that rather than criticism. And my final point is probably this. JCB is a £1 billion plus company, huge company. They're manufacturing in dozens of countries around the world. So you don't get to be that big if you're making shoddy or unreliable equipment. Their equipment is run by some of the biggest contractors, some of the biggest plant hires and rental companies in the entire world. do we honestly believe that the buyers at those companies are stupid enough to invest their hard-earned cash in equipment that's going to break down as soon as it arrives? No, I don't think so. And then the final argument, I guess, is JCB supply a lot of equipment to the British and the American military. You know, if the military, who kind of need a bit of reliability, if they're willing to stake their reputation and the lives of their men on the reliability of JCB equipment, I think JCB have probably got their sums pretty much right when it comes to reliability. So in future, you know, we'll carry on posting stuff about JCB. All things being equal, I hope to be up at the factory again at some point this year, assuming they invite me after this rant. And if anybody would care to comment negatively about the reliability of the JCB equipment, my answer will be just go and have a look at this video, because unless you are manufacturing billions of pounds worth of equipment that never breaks down, or unless you can provide me with documentary proof that JCB equipment is less reliable than anything else that's on the market, sorry, just don't think your comments are valid. And then there's the final one. Have JCB ever been on a muddy site? Well, it just blows my mind, to be honest. Joe Bamford was on muddy sites before most of the people commenting were born. JCB will be on muddy sites long after they've hung up their site boots, their hard hat, and the keyboards with which they spew this nonsense that they seem so intent on spewing. JCB live and breathe on muddy construction sites. That's where their products are developed. Yes, they've got a very smart world headquarters. Yes, they've got a very high-tech innovation centre. But all of that is powered by their engineers, by their dealers, and also by their customers, who spend most of their time on construction sites. And it's their feedback and their input that actually drives the innovation that the JCB is now famous for. So yes, they do spend a lot of time on construction sites. They are familiar with what mud looks like. They know how it reacts, and they know how to get it out of a skip of a dumper when they tip it. So again, another spurious argument. I just don't understand where people are coming from on it.